You ever wonder why David Allan Coe said this?
He said, "You don't have to call me Mister. The whole world calls me Hank."
This is a really cool story. Mr. Gary Gentry wrote the song, and he's probably the world's biggest Hank Williams fan. Well, when he was a kid, he had a bicycle with a radio in the handlebars, and that's where he heard Hank Williams for the first time. Gary quickly asked his mom if they could go see Hank Williams live, but she told him that wasn't possible because Hank had died a few years earlier. But when Gary was 14, he and his mom and grandma loaded up towards Nashville with one plan in mind: to see Hank Williams' house. When they got to Nashville, Gary approached a man in a suit and asked him if he knew where Hank Williams' house was. The man in the suit said, "I don't know, but he probably does." And Ernest Tubb was standing next to him. And the man in the suit was Eddie Albert. Ernest gave Gary directions to Hank's house. Gary hopped in the driver's seat of the car and pulled right into Hank's driveway. His mom said, "You're going to get us arrested." Gary replied, "I've got to knock on the door and see if I can see the inside of Hank's house." So he did. The maid answered the door and politely invited them in. As Gary's mother and grandmother were looking at the kitchen, he went down the hallway. A lady stepped out of the bathroom in a bathrobe and said, "Son, can I help you?" It was Audrey Williams. Gary explained to Miss Audrey how big of a Hank fan he was, and she gave him the grand tour. She showed him Hank Jr.'s room and even the Cadillac that Hank passed away in. As they went to leave, Gary told Miss Audrey, "Thank you for showing me all of Mr. Hank's stuff." She said, "You don't have to call him Mr. Son. The whole world called him Hank." That line stuck with Mr. Gary for decades until he wrote The Ride. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and the follow. I appreciate y'all.